Hello guys, welcome back to Euro Truck Simulator Public Beta version 1.33. Let's quickly have a look on what that is all about. If you go to your Steam library and you right click on Euro Truck Simulator and then you select properties, then you will see a few tabs available, and one of them is betas. If you click on betas and then you get like some pop-up window where you can select with the arrow down a few versions available of this game, and one of them is Public Beta 1.33. If you select that one, then it will automatically download, and then you can, when you start up the game, it takes about 2 minutes or so to download, and then you can play this version for the beta, and that's what we're going to have a look on. A few things have changed, so we will quickly go over them. This there has been an experimental beta out there a couple of days, and now they have this public beta available, and then in a few days or weeks this version will become available as it is. Map wise, let's have a look. I am in Kiel here, and the reason is because we have Travemünde here now, which seen it is Polaris lines, more than likely will be one of the new harbors, which will go to I don't know, Estonia, Latvia or something connection when the Beyond the Baltic Sea DLC will become available. I also saw Kapellskär over here in Sweden is a new also there Polaris line, so it's going to be a new harbor as well, more than likely a connection towards Finland, which will also be part of the DLC. Other than that, I see some grey roads here and there. Okay, might be possible that I haven't driven there yet, but I'm pretty sure that with the upgrade of 1.32 that I did like most of Germany, and I still see all kind of grey roads here now as well, for some reason or another. Even in France here, some extra from Montpellier here, Saint-Alban-du-Rhône, straight to Genoa, Torino. For some reason or another, this beta thing is also completely in French. Köln isn't called Köln, it's called Cologne, so the whole thing is in French for some reason or another. Don't know why. Other than that, I don't see anything new or so, which is kind of strange. Oh, that being said, we have Gdansk here, which now suddenly has two harbors here. I don't know, but I'm guessing there are going to be more connections, especially from Sweden. I expect more to Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, and so on. But we'll see. Let's just drive to Travemünde and have a look there to see, and then it's only 100 kilometers. I'm driving my Scania. I have the tank refrigerated connected to it. Of course, I'm in single player. This thing obviously does not work in the multiplayer. I haven't changed anything, but once we had our own trailers, this thing, they were not, let's say, the most stable thing around, these own trailers, and they have changed the physics. Suspension and such has changed, so it should be more stable. Other than that, I believe there is also new AI traffic around. I already saw a fire brigade truck drive by here earlier. Rostock and Lübeck. Lübeck is also something I can't immediately recall. scout cars trailer in front of us. Also that. Not 100% sure that was available in this game, but we will see. If we can get to a separate road here. Physics. Switch your car around, your truck around now. As you can see, it barely moves. If you do that, normally you would have been on two sides. So they definitely improved the stability by changing the suspension settings and so. Driving on some sort of country road where you can do like 60 kilometers an hour in. So it seems to be more stable. Just gonna floor it and see what happens. It's all pretty stiff now. That's for sure. All kind of grey roads here, so it seems that they opened up an extra part of the highway as well. And I'm pretty sure that with the DLC, what is this here in front of us? That seems to be an Octavia or a Superb station wagon. So also that is for sure in the AI cars. They were not there. Travemünde boat. It says so. It definitely is some sort of harbor. We already have Rostock, which goes to Denmark, I think, to Getcher or to Trelleborg. You can take connections there. Apparently this road already existed. So this was one of these roads which crosses Ixes. Travemünde discovered. The symbol is not available yet, but you can definitely take the boat here to somewhere, and also come back of it by the looks of it. Let's see, there is a barrier here. Might even be able to go to the top deck of the boat or something like that, possibly. So the physics have changed. There are some new harbors. I'm guessing that let's see, where is the other one? Near Sham. And then here we have a new road to also a harbor, which will probably connect to Finland, more than likely. So that works for sure. Let's see. The rest is raindrops. If you have the rain, which I do not have on, I have that slider all the way to the left, so the chance on rain happening is not that big in my game, or I should say non-existent, because I have that slider all the way to the left. But those, the raindrops on your front screen has improved. There's also something with music shuffling that goes go. And then you have country and city location settings or something like that. Let's have a look. Have a look if there are some extra settings in here. I don't expect anything here, but steering. Localized city and country names. Ah. Localized city and country names. Yeah, I think I got a picture of that. I think if you put this off, my guess, and then check on the map. Ah, there we go. Now we have back Köln on the map, and that's why my map was more or less in French, and it said Cologne before. So those are the country and city location settings. So you can set it in your own language if you want. But I'm in Belgium, and I'm more specifically in the north, so my settings would be in Dutch, and then this thing which should say Köln instead of Cologne. In the south of Belgium, we of course speak French, but so it didn't localize it as it should. So those are those settings, and the rest has more or less to do with the trailers and the stuff with the truck and so on. So the rest we can do. First, let's go to the garage manager and quickly select my garage in Luxembourg. If I can find it. There it is. And you can just travel there. For those who don't know yet, you can travel with the trailer attached. And so what it's gonna do now is gonna put my truck in Luxembourg, as you can see, and my trailer will also be there somewhere. There it is. So we just put it here where it is. Now if we go to the trailer dealer or truck dealer for that matter, let's start with the truck dealer and have a look there first. Okay, now even the countries are in their own language. So France is in French, Italia is in Italian, Deutschland is in German, Letschgeberg is in Letschgeberg, Belgium is in Dutch, Netherlands is in Dutch, United Kingdom is in England, Norge is Norwegian, Sverige is in Swedish, and so on. And then you also see Suomi, which is Finland, Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, and then parts of Russia surrounding the St. Petersburg city. That's where the new DLC will go. So surprisingly, if you go to the truck dealers, these countries show up, but the countries themselves, you cannot drive there yet. It doesn't matter which one we take. It just what do we have here? Renault. I don't want to drive a Renault. Doesn't matter that much. We're just gonna visit it. And now let's have a look. So what has changed here is that the stock offers, those are the things that you normally see. As you can see, not a problem. But you can also change this now into fleet settings. And then it will go over all the trucks that you have. Or at least the liveries. This is the old Actros that I have somewhere in my garage. I have 5 of those things with this livery, so it remembers and saves your livery. So it gives 5 of those trucks, and then I have the new Actros with one of those teams on there, and also of those I have 5. So you can check your fleet. It remembers your liveries, which is a pretty good thing, especially if you have a big fleet. Because yeah, you create this livery thing and then it doesn't remember, so you have to buy a couple of them at that same moment because it doesn't remember this thing. In my case, at the moment, I think I have 75 trucks and trailers and drivers and the whole thing. So yeah, it's very interesting but it only shows me the 2 Mercedes. Of course, I need to go to another dealer. If I let's go to a Scania maybe. I have several Scanias. There's one. Let's visit that one and have a look there. Also here again you have the stock uppers, which was normally in the garage, and now you can change this into fleet. And then you have this the old Scania R, which my truck looks like that. So it's gonna give me 20 trucks here now because I have 5 of those exactly the same. Then I have the Scania Streamline, which I built like that, so also I have 5 of those. So it just remembers your livery completely. The new R series, which I put with the construction team thing, so also 5 of those. And then the one that I was driving, also have 5 of those. So it remembers all the trucks. And the same goes for the trailers. So let's also go to the trailer dealer. Same story here. You have the stock uppers, which are the normal things that you can go through. If you go to Krone, if you have that DLC pack, you have the normal ones, but this one, the box liner, is new. The box liner is new because the whole trailer thing changed as it is. There are new trailers available, and you can also adjust the flatbeds, for instance, with some sidewalls so that you make it more of a box trailer. And you also have these box liners here where you can put containers on. Also here, just like in the dealers, you have the stock uppers and you have your fleet configurations. And then it will just give you the 3 options that I have running around. This is for Krone. These are the designs that I have. And then for the standard trailers, I have a couple of flatbeds, as you can see. This one was the one that we were driving. This is the livery to match with my Mercedes truck, with the Scania, with the MAN, and so on. So it remembers the trailers that I already had in the game in 1.32. So you don't have to remake them. So it remembers your trailers as it is, which is a pretty good thing. Because that means that you can, if you like a livery and you want to have a livery over, same livery over all your fleet, then you can use one of these trailers as your complete fleet. Eventually, I'm hoping at one point or another we're going to get like a complete livery thing. But let's have a look what is available. Let's start with a wooden flatbed and customize it and see if there are any new options available. Probably will be. We have singles, we have doubles, which you need Scandinavian DLC for, and then we have HCT. And the HCT is double flat billets. But as you can see here, currently is not available, cannot be purchased because you need to have a garage in Suomi, which is Finland. So in Finland you can have these double flatbeds. So let's just take a single one. We had the wooden floor flatbed, we had the steel floor flatbed, also that will change. We have a drop side now. We have a floor with container pins. That means that you have can put a container up here. We have a drop side with a crane at the end. Okay, let's put this one here. Let's see what are the other options here. Let's see, two axles spread. We have three axles. We have three axles steerable and spread at the rear. There we go. And we have three axles with two steerable. That was sort of it. And now we have four axles with steerable, which means you can probably do heavier transport as well. Let's have a look. Color-wise, we still are messing about with colors. Not really have any themes or anything going here for the paint jobs. And then let's have a look what the options are. Seems to be the same. Long vehicle, and we have an extra one, which is long vehicle in Finnish, apparently. We have standard eco, that's a new one. And we have exclusive, that we already had. So the standard eco is a new one. Let's have a look. The flaps are also still pretty much standard. So we can buy these things here now. Okay, yes. Let's go out and let's take one of the others and see if anything has changed there. Also here, HCT for Finland. So it's sort of like 3 axles in front and even 5 wheels on the rear one. So those are like fully double trailers. Normally you have a B double with like a small one in front or a normal double with a small one in the end. Now we just have full trailers double for Finland. Let's have a look here. Insulated. No, nothing new here. That all seems to be fine. And here we have all kind of weird combinations. 4 plus 2 plus 3. So you can even have 4 wheels here. 3, 2, 4. And a 4 even. 4, 2, 4. So you can have like 10 axles on the trailers. Okay. Anything else here? On these normal trailers we do have a few options here. Pretty much the standard livery things that you can play around with. And other than that, some extra options here for the back trailers. Some more side protection thingies. What's this here? A wind deflector? Okay. And you also can change the one of this, the rear of this if you want. So it's mainly some liveries and different boxes available. That's what I make of this all. And of course, it whatever livery you make, it saves it now, so you can later use it again for if you build up a new garage or such. And that of course means, especially for the flatbeds, that you can transport other stuff. So let's make a simple one. Do a drop box with crane. Let's do 4 wheels, which 2 of them are liftable apparently. Let's see, what do we have here? Double painted box, so we have some new options here as well. Pallet box, double painted, not that bad. We do it double painted here as well. Something like that, and then yeah, of course you can still let's have a look in the wheels. Standard wheels there. Can paint some wheels here and there, but that has to do with the fact that I have the Michelin wheel pack, I think. So let's just purchase one of those. I need to put it in the garage though. Yeah, doesn't matter that much. Just put it in Brussels for now. Pretty sure I don't have anything there. Okay, that's that. I have this refrigerator thing here. I'm gonna dismiss that. Okay. Brussels. There we go. Travel there. I know. We should. Brussels. Drop site with crane. Yep. Let's use that one. It's attached, it says. Now let's have a look on the market, what they have available if you have one of these things. Apparently only fertilizer. Over here we have floor tiles. Floor tiles, plant substrate, and so on. Oh, it looks like. Are you gonna stop or not, sir? Apparently yes. Two liftable axles. It's loading the cargo. Let's have a look. Pretty neat. So that's how it looked like when it's built up. And that's mainly the changes that are in 1.33. Next to the fact that these rain things changed. Let's have a look. Gameplay. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Let's put the rain probability as high as we can. Also the random events. And see if we can get some rain. Not likely with the sun shining, but let's drive a bit and see what we can get out of it. Where were we going? Groningen apparently. Not that far of a drive, so we'll finish this drive. Let's see if we can also that is something that people have been saying, is that in theory you could see your own trailers in the world and such, but as far as I know I haven't seen it yet, and I have about 75 trucks running in different garages. go. Here are the raindrops. Lightning as well to go with it. Pretty stable, takes the FPS even with the rain. See how it is in the cities if it's still raining. We have rain and trees and buildings and FPS, something like that. Still pretty stable. Even with the heavy rain. Like to 60 now even. As you can see, also with a full trailer, 18 tons, it's pretty stable. So these new physics make the trailers more stable, so it probably will not flip over that easily anymore, which was more or less the case. Since 1.32 we didn't pay attention, it flipped over. Trailers are so stable, you probably can drive faster. Truck barely moves now. I think you have to do like some really strange maneuvers before you're gonna flip it over. Taking a look on the random events, but saw a police car on the side here. There's another one. Nothing special, because also the random events, there were some new things available, I believe. Seems to be that some of these AI trucks do have some new liveries from companies, so that might have something to do with the Beyond the Baltic Sea DLC that finds some new companies there in the Balkan and Finland and Russia. Pretty stable, these box things here. So it makes the trailers more stable. That's for sure. The thing does not move anymore, but really telling that it changed the physics of the suspension. And so as it says, not really, even if you heavy brake, it doesn't really goes like soft. Like normally you would, if like heavy braking, the cabin should go like all the way forward. That's not really happening. So what the new physics are doing is more or less stabilizing the trailer. That's for sure. This thing, even with heavy maneuvers, it does not move at all. If you do that in the current 1.32, you're probably going to be on your side. Because since the ownership of your own trailers, it's pretty unstable, some of those trailers. The raindrops, I don't know if that really improved. As I said, normal circumstances. I have that slider all the way to the left, so I never have rain in the game. I just put it on all the way to the right now to be sure that we had rain during this trip, but I don't know. Cities like here, trucks in front of us, buildings, billboards, and then the heavy rain, it drops to like 50, 45 FPS. That of course has stuff to do. I only are running an i5 processor, so, and I'm playing everything on Ultra. Might have something to do with that as well, of course. For a beta, it's pretty stable, even with heavy rain. Acres. We need to be at the farm, apparently. Kinda makes sense, since we are transporting fertilizer. Just hate these steerable axle things, because they give you a totally wrong idea where you are. And of course, seeing we can have 4 wheels now at the end, that means 2 are steerable. That's even worse. This camera is kind of okay, but you have to use your mirrors. Let's deliver this. So it basically is extra options for the flatbed. That's what you have. You have this box thing, and then the one that we bought, which was the box plus the crane. You also have ones without the crane, as you saw earlier. And then we had these container pins, so you can also move containers with the flatbed in this new version. But let's first get rid of the rain first. Options, gameplay. Rain probability. Let's go there. So let's have a quick look again. So which one did we get? We got the this one. Okay, so you need the floor with container pins probably to transport containers. That would make more sense, although on a wood flat. Kind of strange that if you transport containers that it's not like a steel floor. Apparently it's a wood floor with these pins here on the trailer. And that's where the container will click on, I guess. Which gives options to transport containers and maybe also tanks if you have like a container frame and then with a reservoir tank in it or something. Might be possible. And also, yeah, 4 axles for this. Pretty sure we only had 3 in 1.32, so that is also new. Yes, I want to cancel. So we have all these containers and brick trailers. We have the double flatbed for Finland, and then as well for the trucks as for the trailers, your liveries safe, which means you can make a complete fleet even if you don't have enough money to buy a fleet now. It saves your liveries, and so you do not have to remake it as we had to do. The physics have changed, as you could see. Very hard to flip it over now. It's very stable. Although it's supposed to change the suspension and everything, the cabin is not really moving, even if you are heavy braking. The raindrops, I can't really speak about that because normally I don't have rain on, so I don't know if it actually improved. It looks pretty neat. Do have some FPS drops though. Might have something to do with the fact that it's only a beta. But as expected with rain, you're gonna get some FPS drop. The country in the city settings, as I showed before, also in options. Gameplay it was, I think, somewhere at the end here. Localized city and country names that you can put on there, and then it more or less puts the map. If you check that option, it more or less puts the map in your language. Now the map is as it is. Italian cities are in Italian, French cities are in French, and here we have Brussels, Rotterdam, and so on is the Dutch name Köln. But before I had that thing checked on, and then it said Cologne. For some reason it was in French, although I'm from the north of Belgium and actually speak Flemish or Dutch. Other than that, we have Travemünde, where there will be a harbor. My guess will be that will connect to either Estonia, Latvia, or Lithuania. And this Kapellskär more than likely will connect to Finland, and maybe also to one of these countries of the Beyond the Baltic Sea DLC once it is there. And there will also be some new border crossings where you actually have to stop, where your the customer service checks your documents, and then you can, when your documents are okay, you can drive on. So you actually have to stop there with barriers and lights on the border crossings. And then also for the Krone, if you have the Krone DLC, Also, that one will have the new box trailer as I showed earlier. Go to the trailer dealer again. Krone, and then you have the box liner now, which let's have a look. Container and container tanks. Yep. So you can indeed transport tanks as well with this new. If you have the Krone. If you don't have Krone, then you have to go for the standard flatbed and select the one with container pins. And also here, just like in the trucks, it saves your fleet configurations, and it comes up with all the trailer designs that you have made. Even in version 1.32, it remembers it, as you can see. These are all the trailer configurations that I have at the moment in my, I don't know, 15 garages or so. I think I have built up. Yeah, something like that. 15 garages. Oh, I can see it in the menu. Yep, 75 trucks, 75 drivers, and 76 trailers, because I just bought this box trailer to show this thing. That more or less is 1.33. At this moment in time, available in beta. So, see you guys in the next one, and bye for now.